Hey guys, how's it going? It's Viv. Welcome back. So, in today's video, we are gonna find out what your teachers or your professors, depending, of course, on your situation, really think about you. Okay, so if you guys are new to pick a card readings, here's the basic rundown. So we have 4 piles, pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can either choose by the pile itself or by the crystal. It really doesn't matter. Just choose the pile that you feel the most drawn to, okay? So thank you guys for watching, and without further ado, let's start with pile 1. Hey Group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, then this one's for you guys. Let's find out what your teachers really think about you. Alright, okay, Group 1. So, to start off with your tarot cards, we have the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, as well as the King of Cups. Alright, you guys. So we have a fair amount of air energy and water energy so far in your guys' reading. So you guys might be an air sign or water sign, depending. Or your teachers could just view you as someone who's like really mental or emotional. But I'm really just feeling like, obviously you guys have 2 kings. So I feel like your teachers tend to view you as someone, or as like a student who is like has good leadership qualities, or as a student who kind of like has their shit together, okay? Someone who's definitely in control, someone who definitely a student who like stands out for being really mature, wise, and just in control of the situation, okay? With the Knight of Swords, maybe you are a student who can be a bit bossy or smart at times. Maybe you guys are kind of like, can get on your teacher's nerves sometimes for just being like too smart, or for being like too much of a, just like a smart like Hermione moment, okay? But for the most part, with the sword energy, your teachers view you as a student who is very intelligent, and you're probably a student who does really well, aces a lot of tests for sure, or someone who's just really like mentally developed, okay? You guys have really good ideas. You guys definitely ace a lot of your assignments. We do have the Ace of Cups here. You guys get A pluses, okay? Your teachers definitely don't view you as stupid. If anything, they view you as a bit too smart sometimes, okay? With this Cups energy over here, I'm feeling like you guys might have like an artistic side to you, perhaps. Maybe your teachers view you as a student who is really creative, kind of goes outside of the box at certain times. Also a student who's really intuitive, who knows kind of what they're looking for. You guys are able to recapture this energy in each of your classes with all of your teachers as being a student who is really like intuitively like conscious of what they're looking for, okay? I feel like you guys are the type of student who's definitely like a class favorite of certain teachers who are really like vibing with this energy, with this air, more logical side of you. But also there's definitely some teachers who are really annoyed by it, who kind of, you can get on the bad side of certain teachers for this air side of you, of just being really mental and always like having the correct answer. Maybe you guys in certain classes are the type of student who always rushes to raise their hands or always has the answer, or in Socratic seminars, maybe you always have to be the one to like make a final statement, or you could be like dominating the discussion in general, okay? Certain teachers really like that about you, but certain other teachers might really not like that about you, if that makes sense, okay? So I feel like the reason why sometimes you come off badly in like this air, really calculated, intelligent way to certain teachers, maybe in the past you've been like teachers have made you feel stupid, or maybe they, pushed you extra hard to just be tryhards, you know what I mean? For some reason, I feel like you guys have like something in your past has shaped you to be more of a tryhard. Like when it comes to your classes, at least that's coming through in this energy with this ace and then these two kings, the knight. This is kind of a try-hard energy, okay? But more so like mentally, okay? You guys wouldn't have been like the type of person who necessarily does well in PE, but you would always ace your tests. You're the type of person who would help other people like cheat. Or it could be that with this air energy, maybe you're just someone who kind of jumps ahead of assignments and kind of is always like forward focused. Or some of the qualities here that certain teachers might like get annoyed at aren't like bad qualities, okay? They're like not bad at all. I mean, obviously you're a very successful student for the most part, and you do really well. Like if teachers could call you anything, the one thing that they can't call you is stupid or lazy, okay? You do put in a lot of work. You are very imaginative. You kind of go above and beyond, okay? You do go that extra mile, although sometimes certain teachers can find it a bit tiring or, a bit expected of you, okay? I feel like teachers definitely have a higher standard for you or like expect more of you just because they know like, or at least they kind of are able to glimpse like what you're capable of, okay? You guys have obviously a lot of potential for learning and for like soaking up knowledge, okay? So let's get a little more info. Let's look a little bit more into this with your oracle cards. All right. Okay, guys, so we have life's purpose. It says, seek your own deeper vision for life. Okay. That's the thing, though, also about this water energy. There is something definitely, like, very deep about you guys for some reason that might not show through necessarily with certain teachers, okay? I feel like certain teachers, the more, like, humanities or arts teachers, like, might definitely notice your creative side and really appreciate that about you, okay? So the other card we have is ending a trauma. It says transform memories and symptoms. Okay, yeah, there's definitely, as I was saying earlier, there's something a bit like in your past. There's something in your past that's kind of haunted you throughout your academic career, okay? Maybe certain teachers called you out for something, or maybe you were embarrassed or put on the spot in such a way that kind of made you feel like you need to try extra hard, so that would never happen to you again. So you would never, not have an answer to say, okay? Or like an answer prepared, okay? But yeah, I'm really seeing that you guys, learning comes naturally to you. It's definitely part of your life's purpose. You have a deeper knowing and vision that teachers are able to pick up on, okay? They know that you're not just this surface level, like, intelligent brainiac kid, okay? They obviously know that there's a lot of depth to you. And I feel like certain teachers, that might make them a bit uncomfortable, or they just might not know how to like approach it necessarily. I feel like maybe some of your teachers, I feel like certain teachers of yours have been able to kind of penetrate that and like get close to you, at least in like a creative sense, okay? But there's certain other teachers that might kind of hold back or kind of have this coldness towards you, okay? And I feel like that has to do with you maybe not opening up enough to them, or there's a certain amount of trust that goes into that, right? And I feel like you're the type of student who never really crosses that boundary with your teachers of developing like a more closer like connection or relationship. Even if you get along really well with them, you guys will always kind of have these walls up, or you guys just aren't really ever gonna let this cup's energy get to kind of take over that relationship or your academics, okay? I think your teachers might view you as someone who's a little bit sensitive and a little hard to reach, okay? Even though this cup's energy is a really receptive energy, you guys are obviously really open to criticism and stuff and, you know, doing better, like succeeding, right? However, certain teachers just might not know how to approach that best, okay? So you're the type of student, to sum this all up, you're the type of student who's really liked by certain teachers who get you on this deeper level, and you are really annoying to certain teachers who just don't appreciate that, or who kind of have another agenda, or other teachers who have like a specific focus or goal in mind for a course, and maybe you just don't, and maybe it's hard for you to kind of accept that if a certain teacher is being really biased, or just not letting you be creative or be like unique, you know, like following your own vision. That's obviously like really annoying for you, but I feel like also kind of flip for this teacher, okay? Because certain teachers can be really like authoritative or like even totalitarian when it comes to their learning, or sorry, their teaching schedule, or like their goals, right? For whatever course, you know, is going on, right? But in a nutshell, you guys are obviously really intelligent, successful. For the most part, your teachers, they do see you as that, okay? Whether they like you or not, they do acknowledge that you are formidable and you are knowledgeable enough to like succeed, you know what I mean? In like whatever assignment, whatever course you go about doing, okay? So yeah, that's really what I'm seeing with you guys. I will leave it at that. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, staying awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey Group 2, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, welcome. This one is for you guys. Let's find out what your teachers really think about you. All right, okay, Group 2. So let's start off with your tarot cards first, and then we'll get deeper into your reading with some oracle cards to get more answers, okay? So we have the Knight of Coins, the Nine of Coins, the Judgment card, as well as Death. Okay, so you guys, what strikes me immediately with this Earth energy, the coins definitely correlate to Earth, okay? You guys are definitely high achieving, really high achieving students. You guys are really successful, okay? Your hard work is definitely seen and acknowledged by your teachers, and it's definitely rewarded, okay? You guys are just really successful, okay? Academic wise, okay? And then we have Judgment, and it's interesting, Judgment and Death are both really karmic cards, okay? That both kind of deal with fate and like changes, okay? Like karmic changes, and as timing too, okay? Especially Judgment deals with divine timing and intervention. So I feel like you guys have had certain teachers come into your life at particular times that have really influenced your growth and your development. And obviously, I feel like you have certain teachers that view you as a student that might be likewise, okay? So maybe you've had teachers that view you as like a really important student that they've had, or I feel like as much as you learn from your teachers, they also learn from you, okay? You guys are really, your opinion matters a lot to your teachers. They definitely respect you and have high hopes and expectations for you. But you are really open to like criticism and like constructive criticism, and obviously like improvement, okay? So I feel like your teachers definitely are always learning something from you as well with this Judgment card. You're like a really great guinea pig student, okay? And you're really open to like suggestion, and you guys are really receptive. You can soak up a lot of knowledge, and always just like come through really smoothly, okay, through your guys' courses. With this death energy, I feel like you guys have had some really dark moments, possibly, where I feel like you guys are kind of, you guys might come off as a bit mysterious to your teachers. I'm getting the sense that you guys are the type of student who, like, never goes to lectures, right? Would never go to lectures or office hours, right? But then just show up for the exam and, like, ace it out of the park, okay? You guys, you come off as a bit mysterious, or a bit like elusive almost, okay, to your teachers. They never really know what you're thinking, or like what you're up to. There's definitely like a mysterious quality to you guys. But you guys do stand out, obviously. You guys are great, like, high achievers in your classes. Your teachers see that in you, obviously. But I feel like they don't see a lot of this hard work that goes on behind the scenes, like the hours of studying and prepping and reading. Or they never know really what's going on with you. You're definitely a student who, if you're not absent a lot, they're just, it's not as much about like your presence as it is like all the knowledge that you've acquired and the time that you spend away from your teachers, okay? I feel like certain teachers are reminded of you when they think of certain things that have really like inspired them, certain students that have really inspired them and jump out throughout many of your teachers', careers. You are definitely one of them, okay? You guys aren't just a basic hoe, okay? You guys don't just get straight A's and are like boring or like brainiac. You guys are really like inspiring, and also you guys you stand out for having this ability of like transformation with this death card. You can definitely change yourself to suit like whatever course or whatever teacher kind of comes your way, okay? You guys are very adaptable. So let's get more into this, get a little more info. Let's take a look at your oracle cards, okay? So we have live in the moment. Sorry, it's a bit grainy. It says what you are looking for is with you. Interesting. Okay, and then we also have, says balanced life. Love works your well-being. Or love seeks your well-being. Yes, okay. Interesting. Definitely with the balanced life card, I feel like you guys are definitely the type of student who might be like sick a lot, or who might have like a lot of setbacks, but despite that, you guys are able to still succeed and grow immensely, okay? And also that's kind of how you inspire your teachers, because you guys, learning does mean a lot to you, okay? Not necessarily like school or, school is like a whole package, but learning just in it of itself means a lot to you, and just self-development and just leading a really balanced, enriching life, okay? Education does mean a great deal to you guys, I'm seeing. Also with the live in the moment card right here, I feel, again, like you guys are really adaptable. You guys are always kind of changing and trying new things, new learning techniques or new ways of studying. You guys definitely can have some really creative ways of going about getting good grades, okay? I think your teachers kind of, that's definitely stands out to them as, you know, you guys are really imaginative. You guys can definitely think outside of the box, or like think past certain like obstacles, you know? Like I feel like you're the type of student who always gets assigned like shitty project ideas, or like you guys get unlucky for some reason, but then you guys are always able to like overcome that and then have like the best project or something like that. Your teachers definitely notice that about you. You guys can make a lot with little, okay? You guys are really resourceful, independent students who don't need a lot of instruction. You guys work really well alone, you know what I mean? Also in groups, obviously, but you guys do your best work when you're alone, okay? With this death energy, when you're in solitude and you're not as concerned about like outer influences or any distractions like that, okay? You guys are definitely really good test takers, really like calculating. You guys just have like a cool air about you. You guys are hard to pin down, hard to understand by certain teachers, but I feel like even if they don't necessarily understand you or get you, they still respect you, and kind of it makes them wonder, you know what I mean? Like, what makes you tick? Or like, how are you guys just so driven, and like what inspires you, you know what I mean? Because you definitely inspire teachers to try better, okay? And I feel like you guys have definitely had a lot of learning obstacles to get over in the past. Maybe some of you guys have learning disabilities, or are a bit slower, or kind of have like another learning method. Like maybe you guys don't do as well soaking up information from a textbook, but rather seeing it visually, or even like more hands-on activities. I feel like you guys are really you guys have had to overcome a lot of challenges in your academic career that kind of stem from your work ethic, or like your learning style, okay? If that makes sense. And I feel like oftentimes you guys kind of set the bar, like in your course or your classes. You kind of also inspire other students, or not like inspire them, but you get ahead a lot, or you guys might have like a really good idea that other people kind of catch on to, you know what I mean? Or other people might try to mimic you or be more like you, if that makes sense. Whether or not they actually like you or not, there's something about you that kind of catches on. You have a bit of a contagious energy, not in the sense that you might be popular or really charismatic or anything like that, because you guys are obviously really private people, you know, again, really mysterious, elusive, but you have a really cool, kind of cool kid energy to you, you know what I mean? You're not always like misunderstood necessarily, but you are definitely like hard to grasp, okay, by certain people, if that makes sense. Okay, I've just had to kind of rearrange the lighting just so things don't get too grainy, because it is getting dark outside right now. But I still want you guys to see what's going on here in the cards. I feel like, again, you guys definitely have like a creative side, or have some kind of hobby or thing that you do that comes through. Like maybe you guys play an instrument, or you guys like poetry, or I feel like you guys tend to take a more like artistic, or like even like weirder like approach to your learning style, or like the way you go about handling assignments even. I feel like definitely certain teachers think you are a bit weird, okay? With this death energy, maybe certain teachers even find you a bit like not like dark, but maybe just a bit more like gothic, you know? Just like darker kid. Maybe like growing up, you guys were more of like that black sheep kind of vibe to your teachers. Maybe a lot of them just weren't understanding, or weren't that open to your more like weirder side, if that makes sense, okay? But I feel like you guys, you're not like maybe you've definitely had some challenges in the past, like dealing with certain teachers who weren't like as responsive to your needs or to the challenges that you're facing, and then this kind of made you, with this death energy, just disappear entirely or just cut certain teachers off. Even there's just, again, like this death energy is really karmic. It also can sometimes deal with like trauma or obstacles, like overcoming challenges in your past. Okay, there's definitely, with this death energy, something that haunts you, or there might have been like a teacher in particular who kind of embodied this death energy, made it like difficult for you, or might have been purposely mean to you even, and that made you like feel like you need to like overachieve or really gain some self-respect and build something for yourself, build something of learning and just like growing. Okay, you like it when your teachers definitely are like appreciative of all the efforts that you've put in, you know what I mean? And it makes you feel good about yourself. You guys, a lot of this does deal with self-worth in a way, and just knowing yourself. Because I feel like a lot of teachers, maybe they don't know if you even know yourself, or again, like there's just something that feels a bit vacant with you, not like boring or dull. Obviously, you guys are a really interesting pile, but again, there's something really like karmic and like mysterious about you as a student, okay? And this is why like a lot of teachers feel like definitely like drawn to you in a way, but also just don't really know what to make of you also, okay? But definitely they see this hard work, they see all the hours, and just they're kind of inspired by how you kind of approach things, okay? So again, you guys are really like a colorful personality, really a joy to have in class, at least when you're there, okay? So that's all I'm receiving for you guys, so I'll leave it at that. I hope this reading resonated and made sense to you guys. If you liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey Group 3, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, welcome. This one is for you guys. Let's find out what your teachers really think about you. Alright, Group 3. So let's start off with your tarot cards, and then we'll get deeper into your reading and take a look at some oracle cards to get more info. Okay, so to start off, we have the Six of Wands, the Two of Coins, the Seven of Coins, as well as the Magician. Ooh, I love this for you guys. Okay, so right off the bat, with this Two of Coins energy, I'm seeing that you guys come off as a bit of a jokester. You guys are pretty funny, okay? I feel like your teachers, what stands out about you to your teachers is definitely your personality and your sense of humor. You guys have really good timing. The Magician is just right on point. You guys definitely have like a star personality. You guys do like the attention, or you guys just like kind of like entertaining people. You guys are definitely entertainers. Teachers definitely appreciate about you. You're easy to get along with. You guys are charismatic and kind of have like this warm energy about you. You guys are very friendly and just warm and easy to approach, okay? You guys aren't awkward or like cold or like, you know, brooding in the corner. You guys are up front. If you guys aren't up front, you guys just, you know, sit in the middle of your classroom, have a lot of friends. I feel like what strikes teachers about you is just your genuine, your personality. I feel like a lot of teachers find you really funny, really entertaining, and just like a pleasant energy to have like in class. They definitely appreciate having you there to make things or to make learning or teaching for them just a little bit easier, okay? Definitely. With the Six of Wands, this is the card of victory, of triumph. You guys, I feel like you guys definitely might be a bit more, well, actually, I feel like you guys do really well in, like, actually, like, all subjects. Like, with the Magician, there is this kind of all-around doing well type of vibe about you. You guys are definitely, like, a jack of all trades. You can do well in, like, PE, in art class, in English. You guys have a really good mind, and it's kind of easy for you. Like, you definitely pick up learning pretty easily. You guys are really adaptable and definitely flexible. And you guys are really reliable and resourceful, okay? Teachers can definitely depend on you to be there. You guys are always present. You guys probably have like a really good attendance rate and yeah, are just like fun to work with. You guys are definitely that kind of student, okay? So let's get some more info with your oracle cards, okay? So we have free will. It says, get out of your cocoon. Yes, you guys are definitely out of your cocoon. You guys are really, like, outgoing, at least most of the time. I feel like many teachers just find you somewhat, I feel like many teachers see you as just really outgoing, fun, and definitely like an extrovert personality, okay? And then next card we have is self-creation. Ooh, it says be the author of your own life. Ooh, self-creation. You guys have a really colorful, like bubbly personality. Absolutely, okay? You guys are definitely hardworking, and really successful, okay? I feel like you guys would be the type of student who would end up doing something in leadership or like write for the paper. You guys have a really good relationship with your peers as well as your teachers, okay? So I feel like your teachers like that about you. They can confide in you, or like you're definitely a type of person who they might like gossip to or like ask, wait, did you know where this other student or where so-and-so was today, or like what's going on with them, or like how what's your take on like this assignment? You know what I mean? I feel like teachers just feel like they can openly ask you questions and you won't be judgy, or, you know, just for help, because you guys are really just friendly and also really supportive of the people that you know. Obviously, you are trying to get on, you guys do get on like the good side of most teachers. I mean, you guys are trying to get good grades here at the end of the day. But I feel like overall, you guys genuinely do care. You guys are really compassionate people and just really easy to get along with, okay? So you guys are definitely the types of people who are like all-stars, you know? Maybe some of you guys are like standout athletes or just leaders, you know? Like again, like I feel like a lot of you guys have done leadership or have started a club. Teachers kind of respect this enterprising quality about you. You guys are really resourceful, can fend for yourselves. I feel like you guys are definitely, most of the time you guys are seen with a group of other students, you know, you guys are never really alone like that, but you guys are able to be a leader, and just like if you had to start a club and there was no one else in it, you know, you would be able to do that and it wouldn't be awkward or like sad or anything. You guys are definitely, your personality is just like charismatic enough to where you guys are able to get away with a lot. I feel like some of you guys have maybe even taken advantage of certain teachers because they do honestly love your personality, that you guys are able to get away with a lot, because this Magician card, you guys have like a really like magical like effect on people. You guys are able to like draw people in with your warmth and your creativity and your expression, right? And people are here for it. I feel like you guys are just really funny though. That's the thing. You guys don't really come across as someone who's like scheming or like devious or like, too calculating or boring. You guys have a really good balance in this reading, which is really nice to see. You guys are definitely, I feel like if you guys are girls out there, you guys come across as really sweet and caring. I feel like some of you guys definitely are teachers' pets. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's certain teachers that really like you, and you probably leave them like apples or like makes stuff for them, okay? You guys have like really great relationships with your teachers, and that definitely pays off in your guys' success. You guys are really academically like high achievers, okay? But yeah, just the energy overall in this reading is very, very warm, very, very like entertaining, as well as just very uplifting. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm seeing for you guys. You guys definitely have a really good first impression as well. Like, you guys come off really well. Again, you just radiate like optimism and just upliftment, okay? So I feel like even there have been instances where you've like walked into a classroom and you just being there has definitely brightened up a teacher's day at one point, or just a specific comment that you made. Like, it could have been a compliment, or, just an encouraging comment to a teacher or even a fellow peer, just to like hit that mark and made someone's day. Especially, I really strongly feel like you've definitely made some of your teachers' days, whether that was like intentional or not. You guys have like a really great power of just like uplifting people and getting people to just feel better and more secure about themselves. You guys just make people smile, and just, whether it's with a laugh or a compliment or just, a nice remark, you guys are just really fun to be around, okay? So that's the main thing that I'm seeing with you guys, okay? That's really what I'm getting with this pile. So I will leave it at that. I hope this reading resonated, kind of like made sense to you guys. If you liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey Group 4, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, welcome. This one is for you guys. Let's find out what your teachers or your professors really think about you. All right, okay, Group 4. So let's start off with your tarot cards, and then as we get deeper into your reading, we'll take a look at some oracle cards to get some more info. Okay, so to start off, we have the Six of Coins, the Five of Cups, the Star, as well as the Emperor. Okay, here's the initial vibe that I'm getting. There's something kind of a bit off balance with this energy so far. So maybe certain teachers, I feel like you're the type of student who's really easy to pick on. I feel like you've had a lot of bad experiences with teachers, and as a result, you guys just don't like learning as much, or just don't like school in general, okay? And that's nothing to be ashamed of. Some teachers just really like can suck it, okay? But you guys, I feel like you guys are definitely like much smarter than you let on to be. Maybe you guys just come off as stupid, or like certain teachers just kind of dismiss you because they just don't see the star energy. They just think that you can't really like handle certain situations or certain ways of doing things, okay? And that would be coming from teachers who are just really rigid. But I feel like with this Emperor card, this is a card of power and authority, right? So I feel like you've probably just had problems with teachers who have treated you as like really awful, just like really low, you know what I mean? Certain teachers who are really like authoritative or even totalitarian, because remember, like, a lot of teachers, to be that type of person, have to be really controlling and really disciplinary, okay? So I feel like you've definitely had your share of bad experiences with that and just of bad teachers in general. But on the flip side, though, I feel like there are certain teachers who are aware that you were just that type of student who just is misunderstood, okay? You guys get misunderstood or misread so often by teachers who think you don't care, or, you know, you come off as just a bit possibly like uninterested or just not passionate about learning. But it's not even that. It's just that you guys are kind of like worried or cautious about like showing your feelings, you know what I mean? Or diving too deep almost because you've been hurt in the past by certain teachers who've really like taken advantage of you, or who've just really just been mean to you, just flat out mean to you. I feel like, though, you guys are not necessarily the best learners, though. Or it could be that you guys are the types of people who, like, don't do that well in, like, really restrictive, like, institutions like school. You guys have trouble with that, okay? And it's not even because you guys are stupid or anything. You guys are extremely intelligent, okay? But for some reason, the school system or certain teachers have just not had your back in the past and have kind of led you to like rebel a bit even, okay? Because this star energy is associated with Aquarius. So I feel like certain teachers have a problem with your really curious, even questionative nature, okay? You guys ask a lot of questions, and that kind of puts them uneasy, or that makes them uneasy in the sense of when it comes to like questioning their authority or their own knowledge on a particular subject. Maybe you guys have had a bad experience where you guys were actually like more knowledgeable than a teacher in like a particular subject, or, you know, with one particular reading or whatever it was. I feel like you guys had like a particular experience with a certain teacher where you were actually like more knowledgeable than they were at something, or you kind of just like questioned their authority, or they felt threatened in that way, okay? And it wasn't your fault. You guys were just trying to participate and be like an active student, you know what I mean? Who's just engaged in the material and, you know, who's learning, right? But they just kind of didn't handle the situation well, and then that's had like really bad consequences and just shaping the way that you approach learning from a school or institution level, okay? I feel like you guys, maybe some of you guys are like homeschooled, or like were homeschooled in the past, or I feel like I feel like a lot of you guys learn better on your own. A lot of you guys are probably self-taught in particular subjects that you are really passionate about, or like if you guys are artists or photographers, you guys are self-taught, okay? You guys, I feel like, have particular hobbies or interests that you love and you're really passionate about, that you kind of pursue in your free time. And that's the type of stuff that you pour all of your learning energy into, okay? But okay, let's get into this reading a little bit deeper. Let's take a look at your oracle cards to get some more info, okay? All right, so we have, do not feel frustrated, let go, and feel peaceful. Ooh, really powerful one, you guys. I like the star energy, or rather the star imagery that's showing up in your reading thus far. I think that's really like symbolic for sure. Okay, the next card we have is Concealed Power. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. Ooh, okay, you guys. There's something in your reading that's a bit imbalanced with this power dynamic. And I feel like that's the problem that you've had with a lot of teachers who have made you feel like the underdog, or who've kind of like undervalued you or sold you short. You know what I mean? Or or teachers who kind of wrote you off as being stupid or just like less superior for some reason, okay? I feel like you've dealt with a lot of like teachers who have like dictatorial tendencies, if I'm going to be honest, okay? So this card is about stepping into your own power, like taking on this Emperor energy for yourself, and with the Star energy, just letting go and becoming impassioned, empowered about the knowledge or like the wisdom that you're truly seeking, okay? And honestly, I feel like you guys are the types of people who might not have done that well in school, but who would do better in the real world, okay? And it takes a particular type of person who like does do well in school, you know? And those are the types of people who usually can't hack it in the real world, or who kind of are too dependent on teachers or their peers for validation or attention. You guys are like, couldn't be more opposite. You guys thrive on this power that you get from going it alone or going it your own way, you know what I mean? And kind of learning as you go. You guys are great learners. You guys are extremely intelligent. It just doesn't come off that way to people at school or your teachers necessarily, okay? And I feel like, to be honest, this pile has just had a really bad experience with teachers, okay? Not to say that your teachers hate you or anything. I feel like the bottom line is you're just misunderstood, or they judge you. They just write you off, you know? They quickly write you off as someone who is, someone who's like questionable, or someone who's, you know, detached even, okay? You guys don't come across as someone who's passionate or someone who's like inspired to your teachers. But obviously in this reading, I'm seeing that those qualities are really like prevalent within yourself. It's just like you have a hard time showing that to your teachers. You don't want to get hurt, or you don't want them to really know who you are, or to see that fire, that star quality in you, if that makes sense, okay? I feel like with this do not feel I cannot talk, you guys, okay? I feel like with this do not feel frustrated card, you guys have a lot to offer, okay? Whether your teachers see that at the end of the day, it does not matter, because you guys are going to be successful in the real world. You guys are probably going to be an entrepreneur, like start a business, just follow your passion in the real world and have it pay off, okay? So I feel like the best thing to do is to try to heal, to try to let go of some of these experiences where you were demeaned or like belittled for something petty, okay? Teachers, honestly, they don't have a problem with you, but they have a problem with the way that you kind of question things, or the way that you are a really dominant personality, okay? Especially women teachers might feel threatened with this, especially if you are like a girl yourself. I feel like you do have a really dominant personality with this Emperor card, and they just feel threatened, or they feel like you are trying to like one up them for some reason. And it's like, no, you guys are just trying to do you, and to actually you guys are actually just trying to figure it out as you go. You guys aren't perfect, and you guys acknowledge that. You guys can acknowledge your own mistakes when you do something wrong. You guys obviously are really like introspective. You guys can take criticism, because that's kind of what you've had to do like throughout a lot of your academic career, okay? And that's why you guys are going to be successful at the end of the day, because you guys can accept making mistakes and moving on from them, okay? That's the key to your guys' success, okay? In the real world and in the future with academics. If you guys, you know, go on to do bigger things or pursue, you know, higher levels of learning, you guys just need to not let it get to you, because at the end of the day, you guys are better than that. You guys are so much more than what people write you off to be, okay? So that's just a really powerful message for you guys, and I feel like definitely sleep on that, you know, and tell yourself over and over again that I'm not what my teachers think of me, you know? My teachers don't know shit, okay? Like, I am the shit. You guys are probably one of the most intelligent piles that I've read, okay? I'm not gonna lie, but you guys are really capable. With this star card, this is represented by Aquarius, the water bearer, which is symbolic of pouring knowledge, right? The water, giving it to the earth, like giving it to this world, you know, sharing knowledge. You guys obviously have a divine purpose, or a purpose that is tied to your guys' knowledge and wisdom, okay? So don't be afraid of that, and don't let these stupid teachers get in the way of that, all right? Okay, whew. That's mainly what I'm seeing for you guys. That's coming through really strongly, okay? So I will leave it at that, okay? I hope this reading resonated. I hope it made sense with you guys and just gave you guys more clarity, okay? If you did like it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later.